I want to tell you about the man in the garden, but first you need to understand the light, because the light is why I can't simply run. There is no night here. I don't mean the sun stays up the way it does in the far north in summer, low and golden and circling. I mean there is no sun. There is only the light, white, total, sourceless, coming from everywhere at once, so the world casts no shadows. Nothing has a dark side anymore. Not the houses, not the fence posts, not me. I have not seen my own shadow in a long time, and I have stopped looking for it, because looking for it means looking down, and I can't afford to look down. I don't know when it happened or how long it's been. Those aren't the same question, and I can't answer either one. There are no mornings. There are no evenings. Time still passes. I get hungry, my hair grows, my body runs down, but it passes the way water passes through open hands. The days don't end, so they never became days. It's all one long white hour, and I am somewhere in the middle of it. The others covered their eyes. That was the first thing everyone learned, back when there were others. The light burns, not the skin, the eyes. You'd see them on the roads with strips of cloth tied across their faces, slit just enough to walk by, because a few uncovered hours in that whiteness, and your vision started to bloom at the edges, pale and hot, like overexposed film. Cover your eyes or lose them. That was the rule. Everyone kept them covered. I can't. That's the joke the world is playing on me, and I'll get to it. The world itself. I keep waiting for it to look ruined, and it won't. There's no rubble, no burning, no bodies. Everything is simply emptied and clean and bright, like a page someone erased so carefully you can't even see where the words were. I walk through towns with their doors standing open, and their kitchens tidy, and their beds made, and the whiteness lies over all of it, even and gentle, and it is the most terrible thing I have ever seen, because it looks like the world isn't dead. It looks like the world is waiting. I found this house the way you find anything now, by walking until something interrupts the white. A low farmhouse, thick walls, small windows, a larder someone stalked and never came back for. Finding a whole house is finding treasure. I should be grateful. For the first while, I was. I ate sitting down. I washed. I slept. No. I have to tell it in order. I noticed him before I found the house. That's the part I've never said out loud. At the far edge of things, at the very limit of what the light lets me see, a figure, standing, just standing, in the middle of all that clean, bright nothing, where nothing else stood. The first time, I told myself it was a post. The second time, a tree. By the fifth or sixth time, different places, different distances, always behind me, always still, I stopped telling myself anything, because there are no trees left with shoulders. He is closer now. He is in the garden. I can describe him because I have done nothing but look at him. He is a man, or the shape of one, middle-aged, soft-bodied, naked, and the nakedness isn't obscene, it's worse than obscene. It's indifferent, the way a mannequin is naked. His skin is the same white as the light, so at certain distances he almost isn't there, just a smudge of outline and those two dark points, the eyes. His eyes are open. They are always open, round and huge and fixed on the house, on the window, on me, and his face holds no expression at all, not hunger, not patience, nothing. A round, staring face like a plate. He does not move. I want to be precise about this, because precision is all I have left. I have never seen him move, not a step, not a sway, not a blink. God, not a blink. In all this time, with my eyes on him for hours upon hours, he has been as still as furniture, and yet he is closer than he was. He was at the tree line, then he was at the wall. Now he is in the garden, 30 paces from the glass, and I never saw him cross a single one of those distances, because every one of them happened inside my eyes. That's the rule. It took me too long to understand it, and understanding it has saved me, and is killing me at the same time. He moves when I'm not looking, only then, ever. So I look. You think you know what that sentence costs. You don't. A blink is nothing. A blink is a fifth of a second, and he gets so little out of a blink that I've made peace with blinking. But the light that burned out everyone else's eyes, the light they all covered their faces against, I can't cover mine. There's the sleep. I fight it. You cannot imagine how I fight it. I have stood in cold water. I have driven my thumbnail into the back of my hand until it bled, and I keep the wound open on purpose because pain is an alarm clock. But a body is a body, and a body that is never told by darkness to rest is a body that simply fails, without warning, mid-thought, standing up, and I go somewhere black for a minute, or 5, or more, and I come back with my heart slamming and my cheek against the floor. And the house has been visited. I have never seen him do it. Whatever he is when my eyes are closed, I have never seen it, and I believe now that no one ever has, and no one ever will, because seeing it is the one thing that stops it. What I see is what it leaves. A crack in the window glass that wasn't there, low at the height of a forehead. A long greasy smear on the pane, like skin dragged hard across it. Once, after a slip that could not have lasted more than a few minutes, I walked the house and found the smear on every window. Every one. Every side of the building, all at the same height, still wet. In the time it took me to fall and claw my way back, it had gone around the whole house, pane by pane, and I understood then how fast it must be when there are no eyes on it. Once, and this is the one I don't let myself think about at night, except there is no night, a sound, in the last second before I clawed my way back awake, a heavy, wet, rhythmic thudding, fast, frantic, furious, something soft being driven against the wall of the house again and again with a violence that had nothing at all to do with the still white figure standing calmly in the garden when my eyes tore open. He was exactly where he'd been, staring, placid as a plate. The window glass was cracked in 3 new places. That is what he is. The stillness isn't his nature. The stillness is what I'm allowed to see. Everything else, the speed of him, the appetite of him, the thing that beats itself against my walls in the dark behind my own eyelids, lives in the blinks, and it is saving itself, all of it, for the long blink, the one I can't fight forever. And here is the last thing. The thing that makes this a slow game of roulette instead of a siege. He is not always able. There is an hour. I call it that, but I don't know what it is. A stretch of this one endless white day when he can move, and I don't know when it falls or how long it lasts, whether it's minutes or half a day. And outside it, nothing. I know this because I have slept. Truly slept, more than once, collapsed for what must have been hours, and woken to an untouched house and a figure that hadn't gained a step. And I have closed my eyes for a 2-minute slip and come back to cracked glass and a smell in the hallway that a clean, empty house has no business making. There is a window when he is loose in the world, and a long dead stretch when he is only a statue with open eyes, and if I knew where the window fell, I could sleep. I could live. I could eat with my back to the glass, and wash the wound on my hand, and be a person for the safe part of every cycle. But there is no cycle. There's no sunset to count from, no dark to divide by, no clock in this house that agrees with any other clock, and the light is the same blank white at every point of the line. The hour exists, and it cannot be found. Every meal I eat is a coin flip. Every trip down the hallway, away from the window, is a hand of a game whose rules I only ever learn by almost losing. I know the hour has come the way you know a car has missed you, by the wind of it, by waking one breath before the glass gave way, by turning from the stove to find the smear on the window still wet. He is 30 paces away. My eyes are blooming at the edges. The white is eating inward, slow and even, the way the light eats everything, and I have started to understand that it doesn't matter anymore whether I sleep. Blinking, sleeping, going blind, they're the same door, opening at 3 different speeds. He's in the garden. He's staring at me. I'm staring at him. Only one of us can do it forever.